Hello everyone! In this tutorial we will create a void for our platformer game. Let's start. So, when you open Unreal Engine, hand it to the content drawer and into your blueprints folder. Now let's create blueprint class that will derive from the actor component. So call it BP void. Open it. Let's save it. For the void we won't need any mesh, we just need a box collision. Why is that? Because in games the void is not visible, it is just a space that kills you instantly. Select the box component, go into the details panel and scroll down. In the events right here, find on component begin overlap and click the plus sign. So from here, from other actor, take this node and just cast to BP underscore third person character. This node cast to our character right here. Now from this I will just test this. First I will just destroy the actor. Compile it, save it, go into the map. Let's put our new component or blueprint here. Let's play it. Now we can't see the box. To see collisions in Unreal Engine, you can enter a causal command that says show collision. Here. And now we can see the box. As you can see, when we enter this box, we instantly get destroyed and the game basically ends. So now I will just scale this part down. And I will take the box, move it a little like right here, put this thing down and just scale it first. Let's first scale it. Let's put it in the middle somewhere so it like covers the whole part here. Make it wider so we don't miss any area. Here just a little shorter. That's it. Now if we fall here, for example, if we don't jump on the platform, let's just enable collision. If we don't get on the platform, we just fall and the game ends. Now that we have created our void successfully, let's create a simple dead screen. So head up into the content drawer, into your blueprints folder, and let's create another folder that we will call UI. Head in it, let's create a user interface that is down here, that is widget blueprint. User widget, and let's name it WBP underscore dead screen. Open it, and as you can see, it is blank. First of all, we need to enter a canvas panel. Canvas panel right here. What does a canvas panel do? It basically represents our screen. So now we'll add a text that is called text block to our screen. I want it to be like right here. First of all, let's make it say something like you died. Select it, go into the content right here, text, and change it. I will make it say you died. Now compile it, save it. Let's scale it. If we get our scaling tool, we won't be able to scale it. Why? Because in Unreal Engine you will need to change the font to change the size of the alphabet right here. So go into the font size and I will put mine to something around 100. Let's scale the box to be exactly like the text block, and now let's make it a little bit more beautiful. I will just make it red because it represents like blood. Okay, and now you see this thing right here. This is called an anchor. This helps us make the text block be in the position that we want, because we have different screen types and resolutions, and it will change depending on the screen. So when you put this right here, this will make so this block will have this location to every screen. Compile it, save it. Now let's add something like blur to our screen when we die. So type blur, you see background blur, add it to our screen. As you can see, it is small. How can we make it so it fits our whole screen? We don't need to scale it manually. What we can do is head up into the enhance up right here, click on it, hold Control and click this. So now it basically takes up our whole screen. Why isn't it blurred? Because here we have appearance blur strength and it is set to 0. We can play around with it to set the blur as much as we want. Let's say I will put mine to 10. But you see our text is not visible now. Why? Because our background blur is before our text. So we'll just add this here and our text is beneath it, so we are good. Compile it, save it. Now head up into the blueprint of the void and let's create first the widget. Disconnect these nodes. How can we disconnect it? Hold Alt and left click on it. From here we will just take a node that says create widget and let's create the widget that we just created. It's called WBP dead screen right here. You see, now we need to add to viewport. As you can see, make this nice here, compile it, save it. Let's go into the third person map and test it. So now let's fall here. It says you died and the player is gone. Now let's make it a little bit more engaging. How can we do this? It is like this. We will just first disconnect these nodes. Let's first put our destroy actor. So we destroy our actor immediately, and then we connect this, compile it, save it. Now in the WBP dead screen we will add a button, and let's put it not on the whole screen though, let's put it like somewhere here. Let's scale it, or we can just anchor it to the middle and just play around with it. Nice. Now we will need to add a text to our button, but first remember to go here into the details and name our button. Like, I will just name it button because we will have one button here. So add it to the button, make the text say something like quit. I will make the text, for example, black, though you can make it whatever color you want. Now select your button and here in style, appearance style, let's get to the hovered section. Let's change this to be a little bit darker. Click OK. What this does is when my mouse will hover the button, it will become a little bit darker. Now we don't need this anymore. We just need to go down, on click right here, click the plus sign, and from here we will just call quit game. Compile it, save it. Let's go now into the BP void right here and let's first create some comments. Here, how can we create comments? Is we will select, for example, these two, click C, and it like you can see it put comment. Let's say like at that screen, nice. You can change the color even in it, so I'll make it red. let's move to the side. What we need to do here is, first of all, we need to make the mouse show, because as you can see, when we play or when we die actually, our mouse doesn't show and we can't click the button. How can we fix that? Go into the BP void right here. From the cast, we need to get the controller right here. So let's search for show. Oh, sorry, we don't get the controller. We need to search for the player controller, or no, I don't think we even need to use the cast. So player controller here. So we'll just make this, and let's say show mouse cursor. Set show mouse cursor, we need this. So now connect this and set the show mouse cursor to 1. From here we need to make it able to use the UI. So we'll search for a node that says set input mode, you see UI only. Now let's move this, set the node right here, connect this, move this to the side, let's put this right here, let's put a comment on it that says change input mode. I'll make it blue, for example, or purple. Let's test it. So now when we play, or actually when we die, we see our mouse and we can click on quit and the game ends. But you saw, now I will do it again. When you die, the player keeps falling down. Let's fix that first. So here we'll just, not actually there, I think we will, before we destroy our actor, we'll pause game, set game post here, and then we'll destroy our actor. Let's test it. Nice. So now for performance, we don't even need the destroy actor, so I'll remove it completely. Let's put this a little bit to the right. Connect these nodes. Let's move it here. Let's put a whole comment on this. For example, I will say that. So now we have successfully created a void for our platformer game.